Welcome back to the Travel Becomes Me channel and the Secrets of a Luxury Travel Expert Fundamental series. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to plan a trip with self-aligned activities. But before we get into it, if this is your first time tuning into one of our videos, I'm Kita. I'm a finance lawyer and author. But most importantly, and probably the reason why you're here, is that I'm a luxury travel enthusiast and educator that has been to over 60 countries and overseas territories using the strategies and tools that I found have been helpful in traveling Lux for less. So let's get into today's topic. So today we're going to get into a topic that's near and dear to my heart, which is making sure that after you've spent all of this time sort of planning and paying for a trip, making sure that you actually enjoy it while you're there. And I call this finding self-aligned activities. And so I do this by making sure that I have evaluated what types of things I truly enjoy, what types of experiences I truly do not want to miss while visiting a new nation, and then making sure I center my trip experience around that so that I come back saying, wow, that trip was amazing. I can't wait to do another amazing trip. So here's how you do this. I want you to engage in a little exercise. So you're gonna make two lists. On one list, you're gonna talk about the types of things that you enjoy and the types of things that fill you up with joy while you are traveling. And to the extent that this has happened to you on vacation before, the types of things that you regretted not seeing when you came back from a trip. On the other list, you'll think about the types of things that made you miserable and that you did not enjoy doing and were wondering why you tortured yourself in that way. And you'll develop that list. So after you've created these two lists, you will check them to see if you notice themes. So some themes should pop out to you about the types of activities that you generally enjoy, the types of things that you want to make sure that you do, and the types of things that you want to avoid while you're traveling. And you should base your itinerary for your trip around those themes. So to help you out, I'm going to give you a list of the types of themes of activities that you'd often find on vacations that you're taking. So the first is foodie activities. So a lot of your activities list things included things like food experiences, trying new things, going to restaurants or wine tours or beverage tours. Then you probably like some foodie adventures, or you probably like to visit restaurants or local eateries, and you should make sure that those types of things prominently feature on your trip itinerary. Another type of activities, nature-loving activities. So if you are talking about a lot of hikes and sightseeing of natural resources or occurring events, then you probably want some nature-related activities involved in your trip in order for you to come back with a great experience. Another type of activity is shopper's paradise activities. So if you are someone who needs to go to a certain mall, make sure you're visiting certain boutiques, going to local markets, visiting with artisans, and bringing home new crafts, then you know that you want to make sure that you involve those types of activities on your trip in order to have a good experience. Yet another type of activity is cultural file type of activities. I don't even know if that's a word, but I use it often. And so if you like to learn about the history or the traditions of people and the nations that you're visiting, then you want to make sure you include some of those types of activities on the trip so you can come back feeling like you had a good experience. Yet another type of activity is rest and relaxation activities. So if you are the person who goes on vacation and you want to do nothing, you want to relax, you want to hang out on the beach, you want to hang out in a hot tub or in a spa, and this is how you feel most fulfilled and feel like you're enjoying a vacation, then you want to make sure that you have activities centered around that. And then lastly, if you're someone who's into extreme sports like ATVing, I consider skiing extreme sport. I don't know what that says about me, but skiing, skydiving, any of extreme water activities, rappelling down the side of a waterfall or a cliff, mountain climbing. So any kind of activity that is more considered an extreme sport, if these are the types of things that leave you energized and your adrenaline rushing and you're excited about them, then you want to make sure that you have activities centered around that. With all of these things, if these things are making you anxious, making you feel miserable, then you want to probably try to avoid those types of activities and focus on the ones that bring you pure joy. Now, I just wanted to note, because I am one of these travelers, I am a multi-passionate traveler. There are a variety of things that I want to do on the trip that give me joy. I want to get a little bit of nature in, but I don't want to do it every day. I love food, but I'm not going to sit there and eat food the whole time. I'm going to relax a little bit, but I am not spending every day of my vacation on the beach. So if you are a multi-passionate traveler, make sure that you also incorporate a little bit of balance into your trip. So that's it. That is what the strategy that I used for making sure that I find self-aligned activities. And you should try to think about the same types of things when you're taking a vacation so that you can have an epic trip every single time. So that's all I want to cover today. If you have any questions for me, make sure you leave it in the comments down below so I can respond to them, and I will see you in the next video.